Hello guys. In this video, I'm gonna show you 6 tips that makes your defense to another level and one setting you have to change today. So let's go for the first one. Guys, the first one is fuzzy guard when you just block low and overhead at the same time. So what you do exactly, you just keep blocking down, and when you think the overhead is coming, you just release the down button. So when the Johnny cages come and mix you like that, so you have the option to block both at the same. You see, I just keep blocking down and I'm just be ready for the overhead. So you have to just try it, but you can just block more low and overhead mix up in the game. It's just need a practice to just know how when to just to release it. You just hold down, you just release down button, and you have this fuzzy guard, and it help you to just block low and overhead most of the time. Second thing, guys, is up block. I know most of you know that, but yeah, I'm gonna just telling you again. So if you know the Johnny Cage do that move, and if you just block it, uh this guy can Johnny Cage can keep blocking and you can counter him. But if you just up block him at the last move, he's negative 21 and you can just counter him. In another situation, if Johnny Cage just comes with that or kick from the air, you can just up block that because every aerial attack is a overhead. And most of the time with this kick you cannot just anti-air it. I'm gonna talk about anti-air after that. But Johnny Cage kick is one of the kick is just so hard to anti-air. You have to just do it on the right time. But and most of the time you have to just up block that kick. The second thing I want to tell you guys is anti-air, guys. When you see your opponent is jumping up, he can come with a punch and do a combo. We can come with the kick, or some characters they have some special move when they just jump up. Every time they jump up, they come down with the overhead. Sometimes you can just use your high attack to just counter them. If the Johnny Cage come with the punch, I can just counter him with my two. Can I do another thing? Yes, almost every high attack can be used as a counter, but you have to just find your character best high attack to anti-air. Most of the characters they can do it with the two. Some characters they can just do it with that kick, and you have to find your own character. What's the best option to do that anti-air? And every character has one special move that you can just use it as an anti-air. For example, Sub Zero, it's Ice Clone, or what can I use as Sub Zero as a anti-air? It's just I think Ice Clone when he just jump, you can just counter him with the Ice Clone. For Kenshi is something else, or other characters can be different. So there is just one special move. You can use it as a anti-air. If they come with a punch, you can just use the anti-air. But if they come with a kick, you have to just do it on the right time. You can use your uppercut. Uppercut always work for both option. So like that. If they come with a punch, if they come with a kick, you can just uppercut it, and every time it works. But if you wanna just use your two, you see, I use my two, and the Johnny Cage hit me. Or you have to just dash back and just do it, but it's just so hard to catch kicks like a Johnny Cage kick with the two. So I just prefer to just use up block against that kick. And yes, sometimes you cannot just use your anti-air against the kick. Most of the time, maybe you use kick against kick, but when the opponent jump up, you don't know what's coming. It's a punch, it's a kick. You have to know your opponent. Some opponent kicks, they not that bad. You can just anti-air them with the two. But Johnny Cage is one of the character that you cannot just anti-air that kick with the two or back two. It's a it's a hard kick to counter. It's just up block or it's just uppercut. You can just uppercut it at the right time. Okay, so anti-air was another thing you have to keep in mind. You can use guys. Some guy asked me how to use the uppercut cancel. Guys, you can just use uppercut cancel, and I'm just telling you how to do it. But the problem is you have to do the uppercut cancel exactly on the defense. So if you just throw uppercut like that, you cannot use it. But if the Johnny Cage just come up with that kick, you can just uppercut him and do the uppercut cancel. Uppercut cancel takes 2 bars to do that. It gives you too much damage. It gives you too much damage. You can just go above 40 with that because you use 2 bars to use that. So, how do you do exactly uppercut cancel? I pressing my uppercut, then I hold up with the block button. So you see, I use my uppercut first, then I hold up and my block button. Okay? So uppercut, I hold up and block button after I did uppercut. So it gives you extra frames to do combo after uppercut. You see? I just did that
Winter
simple
winds
combo with
blow.
the 300, but some characters they can just do more. Okay. Oh, another thing I can say, we have changed character, guys. It's flawless block. So flawless block, it means you have to just block on the time that
Sub-Zero.
exactly the attack hits you. So I'm gonna give you
Liu
example,
Kang.
Mr. Liu Kang,
Sub-Zero. Jax. The Tea
because
House.
the only way you can just catch this pre-Liu Kang mid kick like that, I'm gonna show you, and I'm gonna tell you how to do flawless block. So, for example, that kick. Guys, flawless block means you're gonna block exactly the time the kicks or the punch hit you, and it doesn't give you a damage. So, and in the some point, the flawless block gives you extra frames to counter. If you see that Lucan's kick, if I open the frames, you see this guy is -4, and you can't do anything about that. But if you just flawless block it, you can just counter it. So how you just exactly do the flawless block? It's just, guys, with the timing. So maybe you can just it's just so hard to just block exactly the time kicks hit you. But if you just keep in mind, for example, I say, okay, 2 seconds. I'm gonna wait 2 seconds, and I release the block button and I just block again. For looking is just about maybe 2 seconds or 3 seconds. 1, 2. I'm gonna count. You see, I just flawless block that, and this guy is -14. It's with the time. It's maybe 2 seconds. It may be 3 seconds, but you can just do it, and you can just counter looking kicks like that if you know this guy is going for the full move. Otherwise, you cannot punish that move. So you just it's risky to just do it on a bad time and you're gonna hit, but you can just try it to flawless block it. I say it's a timing. 2 second or 3 second, you have to just release the block button and block again. Looking was one of the example of that move. So another Kenshi annoying move is just
Sub-Zero.
unsafe on the flawless
Kenshi.
block. So I am gonna show
Sub-Zero.
you
Jax.
another example.
Night Market.
So if I play Kenshi and I do that move, uh, so let me open the frames. So you see the Kenshi do that move. I'm still -10, and this move will just push my opponent back. So he cannot counter from here. But you can flawless block the paired hit. So I think it's a time again. You see, I just release block bottom 2 seconds and I just block it again. So I can counter now. But as I told you guys, it's just a practice. It's just practice. You see, I flawless block that, I can counter him. And when I flawless block, I think it's -20. So I can just counter Kenshi
So
who just spam
disappointing.
that move. Okay.
Help's not.
Another point, another tip I wanna tell you guys. It's just some move in the game. They are so positive about that.
Sub-Zero. Scorpion.
And there is some kind of defense that I want to talk
Sub-Zero.
about that.
Jax.
So
The
if you just
Tea
learn that
House.
defense, it's my last tip, and it's just most important one. Guys, blocking like that, you just sitting down here and holding down button. You don't keep block button. You can just release block button and just keep pushing it. So if you see the Sub-Zero, guys, I'm just blocking and docking at the same time. So you can just keep blocking, docking, blocking, docking. And how you use that exactly? When I just throw my opponent down and he may come up with high attacks, or anytime you just guess this guy is go for a high attacks, you'll be ready to just block like that. So if the Scorpion player throw some like that, so you see I'm blocking both at the same time. So I'm holding down and I just block at the same time. So so why it's important, guys? Why this move is just so, it makes your defense to another level. So when I just duck and block, if I decide, I can just counter that move. So if I just do that, I can just counter him like that. So you see, you can counter him. This Scorpion 1-2 is just you cannot just duck it. You can just stop him, but you cannot do combo between that. So you see, if I just duck like that and just be ready to block, so that the last hit is overhead, you can just do that. But what I mean, if the Scorpion go for that move and you just keep blocking, you cannot counter him because he's safe. You see, this guy is -6. You can't do anything about that. But if you just do that, you just keep blocking and releasing block button, you can just counter that. So the second hit is a high attack. So you just keep blocking, you release it down, and you counter him. So you know you can just duck on the high attacks, but if you just keep blocking like that, you can just counter some moves that is just so annoying in the game. Scorpion kick and the Prodigy is one of the example of that, but the Broca has the same move, Omni-Man has the same move. With the Conan, you can just use it. You have to just know different
Sub-Zero.
opponents and they just annoying move. I said the Braka, a Scorpion, which character? Conan. They have such a
Baraka.
move that just is just so annoying,
Sub-Zero.
and they can just spam
Jax.
it. They are
The
safe,
Tea
but if you
House.
just block like that, it's not a block. It's more docking. Is I can say it's a defense option you have. So see what's that Braka kick? Let me see. Yeah, that kick. If I do that kick, so if the block Braka do that kick, guys, he's just too positive. It's not positive, but you cannot punish him. So you see, it's -7. You cannot punish it. Maybe you can down poke it or grab him, but every Baraka player they knows that if you just go for the grab, they gonna dock on you. But if you just block, as I told you, you can just counter him. And if you see the left side is a punish. So you're gonna block and you're gonna release block button, block, release block button, and I just block that move and counter it at the same time. So I'm blocking, I'm releasing, I'm blocking, I'm releasing. So I just hold down and I release the block button like that. So you can just do it on the most characters annoying move. Braca Scorpion is one of them. Liu Kang mid kick and mid punch and kick is the same. So we can just counter Liu Kang. Just go for that mid punch and the kick. You can just dock on the kick. And some characters'
Conan.
last move is also high attack. You can just
Sub-Zero.
use it. If I go to the
Conan.
Conan,
Sub-Zero.
you can
Jax.
see the Conan move.
Temple of
You can
Kataravala.
just counter him on the last move. Because the last move is high attack. If you just keep blocking and releasing the block button. So I'm going for the. I'm gonna turn on the frames. So what's that move? Okay, that move. Okay, if I just block it, you see, this guy is +2. That means it's still Conan's turn to do a combo. They gonna mix it with some other moves. I know that most of you are professional in the game, but it's an option to just dock on the last hit and punish him like that. So I keep blocking, the kick is coming, and I dock and I punish him. So, uh, yeah, that was it, guys. You have to just try to just keep blocking, releasing, block and release like that, and your defense is going to another level. But what you can just, I give you as a practice, you can just macro duck, block, up block like that. You can just practice like that. Duck, block, up block like that. It's just some practice if you want to do that. So after a while, you can just do it automatically. But if you want to practice, you can just do it like that. So you see the Sub-Zero, I'm blocking and releasing, I'm blocking, releasing. Just try to get to use that. Or just like a fuzzy guard. So that was my top defensive tip. And I give you a setting you have to change in the game because the most of the player they just do it. Most of the professional player they just do it. If you go to the controls, guys, here is a release check. Just turn it off. It's what's the problem with the release check? It's just sometimes maybe that happened for you. You give a input to the game and your character do something else. It's not doing your what you just give a input. So you want to do something, you give that input, and your character is doing something else. So if you just turn that release check off, Your input is just more accurate, honestly, and your mistake is going almost to zero. So every input you just give it to the controller, it's going to do. Just make sure to just turn that shit off. So that was it, guys. I hope you the best. Peace.